people are realizing it more and more, and they're just saying we don't care anymore. Listen to Stephen A. Smith on The View, summing it up well as the ladies of The View clutch their pearls surprise. Oh my goodness, he said something that wasn't politically correct. Isn't that what Trump was like running on at the beginning of 2016? Every day he would say, listen, I'm not politically correct. I'm not going to be politically correct. And I guess they didn't see the appeal then. They didn't get it. And they still don't get it 11 years later. It's especially almost impressively stupid to still not get something that's been so apparent in our country and our culture for the last 11 years. Roll it.
Trump is claiming that he aced the cognitive test. Even though he's going on late-night Truth Social tirades, in the middle of the night he's texting and calling Governor Walz a name that we don't use anymore to disability. He's attacking female reporters as piggy and ugly. He's falling asleep in the middle of a meeting. I mean, I said yesterday that Marco Rubio is boring, but not that boring that he would fall asleep. So what do you think's going on with him?
Trump is being Trump.
Really? There's nothing cognitively wrong there?
Well, I'm not saying whether there is or isn't. What I'm saying is 77 million people don't care. They voted for him. And those same 77 million people
Is it still that number?
They would do it. Well, you could say that it is or isn't, but the point is he's the president of the United States. Despite the onslaught of stuff that was coming his way, he knocked off folks, and the Democrats let him because they weren't on their game. Now you have to look at, because obviously he's not going to circumvent the 22nd Amendment, which will enable him to run for a third term. So now you're talking about J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is considered the adult in the room, the Secretary of State, National Defense, the National Security Advisor. You got J.D. Vance, he's the Vice President, but he seems more Trump-ish in terms of how he conducts himself and how he's willing to go after people. So who is Trump going to support? One of the things that I talked about on my show was that I said, don't fall for it. Look at what Trump is doing. Trump is positioning himself to remain in power even if he isn't the president. He wants to make sure he maintains that level of influence. And so because of when you see what he's done with the Honduras president, letting him out partying, even though the man is alleged to assist in funneling 400 tons of cocaine into the United States.
He was serving 45 years.
He was serving 45 years, absolutely. And you let him out in the same breath. You're bombing people in the Caribbean for the very thing that you said was a problem.
Well, let's talk about the bombing.
He's doing what he's doing, but in the end, what it comes down to is that you're going to have to beat him because he is going.
And they don't get it. They still don't understand that you have to be able to not run on outrage, which is what they're doing, running on outrage. Trump said a bad word. He said a mean thing. That's what these people spend time doing all day long.